Anyway, let's get this going here. So yeah, but to me, Call of Duty, like when I used to do, I don't know if you know this about me, Waton. If you ever looked at my YouTube channels before, I used to do GameStop dumpster diving. I haven't done it for quite a while now. Let's head to the village real quick. I haven't done it for quite a while, but I've got a lot of my spare cases. That's where I got the case that, if you were here at the beginning when I started, I showed off this multi-trade disc case I got that I put my lost Odyssey discs in, because the U.S. copies did not have that. But that's why I got a lot of my spare cases. But I would find games like Call of Duty and shit in the trash all the time. That's why I got a lot of my previous gen Call of Duty games was from GameStop's damn dumpster. See if anyone reacts. Oh, okay, they do react. Okay, now I'm assuming nobody got... Oh, no, they were still at everyone's stats, so I guess might as well just, I guess I better check to see if that's the best stat she could have right now, I guess. I tried 100 Owl open, yeah, now open... See, I did a good story and everything in that. And I don't really get into most open world games because they don't have usually good stories. They usually have a bunch of fluff, MMO boring fluff in them. And I don't usually get into a lot of open world Western games a lot. So, I definitely can get you there. Like, probably one of the ones I played a good chunk of was Morrowind. But yeah, I just, they're very subjective with me. I'd rather have a decent story than a game just with a bunch of, hey, go kill 20 of these and run around, and, you know, I don't really dig when that's the majority of a game usually. Funny you mentioned dumpster diving videos because I used to watch them, and I've been trying to remember your username for years until I finally did, and that's how I found your Twitch. Oh, so you mean you seen my YouTube channel before then? Huh. Well, that's an interesting coinkadink there. Let's see. So yeah, that works then. But yeah, I haven't done that in a long time though. Mainly because, at least the ones in my area, they haven't really been throwing... I mean, I don't mind doing some, but I just don't want that to be the defining entirety of the game. Like, when that's like 90% of the game, that's not as good, especially when it's just single player. Like, when it's multiplayer, then that can be better, because, you know, you obviously have your friends to joke and haha about with things. But when it's by yourself, that's the majority of the game, and it just gets kind of old. If there's not something like, that's the way I found, oh, what was that game? I can't remember. I believe it was an Activision open world game where you played this guy that had like this infection shit affecting him, and he could do all kinds of weird shit. Can't remember what it was called. The story was pretty meh, but because it did something really different, it was a bit enjoyable. But yeah, unless you have a really unique hook, I don't really get into most open world games too much anymore. Like, I haven't even really played much of GTA 5. 4 was like the last one I finished, and I haven't really gotten into 5 much. The most I played of 5 was actually doing the bank heist with friends. Prototype, yes. When did I say any of those games suck? None of those games have that problem. No, you see, I see what you're confusing fighting lots of mobs to... No. What I'm talking about is, let's take an MMO setting, and I go to generic NPC 2, and to continue the storylines, like go kill 20 rats in the basement, then come back, then go kill 2 guys outside the village and come back, go gather 5 fours, go get those, come back, continue the storyline. Like, stuff like that. That's not what I'm talking about. Well, God of War, Devil May Cry, and Bayonetta is about masterfully doing combos and doing actual hard fights. Those aren't the same thing to me. I mean, if you consider the same thing, that's fine. But to me, what I'm talking about are not the same thing. I actually liked 4. I liked Nico Bellic. It's probably my favorite protagonist in the GTA games. But yeah, I didn't really play very long into the single player for GTA 5 though. But yeah, I liked Nico Bellic. It was really sad they didn't give him DLC because of some beef with the voice actors in the company. Bard's Tale has a lot of humor though. That's kind of like, it conflates a lot of humor into its story. See, like, and again, I think you're misinterpreting what I mean. Like, I'm talking about that as the whole game. Like, there's not a building story around it. Tommy was best. Tommy's good too, but I thought, like, what I liked about Nico Bellic is he was really relatable as a person, even though he was a criminal. I mean, he had moral standards still. But what I'm saying is, if you don't have a good story to go with the game, and it's just majority MMO fetch quests, and you don't have a good story going with it, it weighs on me, and that's why I have a hard time getting into like Elder Scrolls a lot of times, because it's a lot of these small. Sometimes they're all fun side stuff that happens, but it also has a lot of these just do random shit that's not as interesting at all. Bard Tales has a lot of meta humor, joke shit, and adult humor stuff mashed into all that. Now, try to imagine Bard's Tale without all of that, and that's all you did was kill 5 rats and shit quests. You took out all the ha-has and the funny, mature jokes and everything. Like, you took all that out and you left those kind of quests. That's kind of what I'm referring to. Like Spoonie says, you know, a good gameplay can carry a bad story, and a good story can carry bad gameplay. But if both your story and your gameplay sucks, his friend stabbed him in the... Well, if you find that relatable, I think you need some new friends then. But, what we got going on here? Oh, thank you, Aaron, for the subscription. Aiding the party.
Don't worry, nothing will happen. It's okay.
What is this? Goats and soldiers?
Were they coming to recruit men from the village?
I imagine so.
How you doing today, Aaron?
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you said the cave critters would leave us alone if we didn't bug them. Liar.
That's what they were supposed to do.
Something's not right here.
I sense something. Something terribly ominous.
Stay alert.
Oh, we're gonna go way into a Yeah, just regular fight. If both story and gameplay you get 2 human.
Too smart, eh?
You know, I actually, that's that one RPG on the 360, right? I haven't played that, but I actually own that. How you doing today, Alan? Thank you for the subscription. Of course. Hopefully you're feeling better. It was good to hear you from Discord, because, you know, I mentioned I hadn't heard from you in a while, and you haven't popped in a while on Discord or on stream of that, so other people have been asking if you've been doing all right. When I mentioned you said you were having some breathing problems, a lot of people just like, ooh. What we got dealing with you? The front. Oh, I don't have anyone with the identifying thing right now. What the hell? A dark sorceress? A sorcerer? And them. Let's see how Shadow works on them. Probably should that, and I'm gonna let her do a composite. So it is a very big loop. Miss. That's a jip. Yeah, Prototype was probably actually one of the last big open world GTA-esque games I actually played through. When it comes to like, well, these are fucking weak. And so the bats aren't going to be really threatening. But yeah, the last like open world game in Elder Scrolls-esque type gameplay would be, oh, he does Shadow too. Only one target though, that's kind of weird. Well, the back row's defenses are pretty weakened now, so go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do burial on everyone, continue with that. I thought, like, to be fair, the story sucked. Especially the twist. But, like, I thought, at least at the time it came out, it was, ooh, that's not good. Oh, so he countered the shot. Oh, okay, I get you. That's why he only targeted one person. I didn't see the counter message, yeah. Huh. Weird. But yeah, at the time it was pretty bizarrely different from a lot of GTA whip-off-esque games. I mean, counter's magic. I guess just try have everyone melee. Done. Now, I think I have two, but I've never played it. I mean, I really got sick of a lot of GTA-esque games. I own a lot of games during the PS2 era and PS3 era that are like that, but just...
Alright, who said they wouldn't attack? Because it wasn't me!
Some mysterious power was driving them, making them attack us. Didn't you feel it? But why?
It must be magic energy.
You mean Gangora?
Not necessarily. Couldn't it be that this world's natural magic energy is having some kind of effect?
No, I didn't... Oh yeah, that's what it was. I was like, I know somebody had something now. You're getting close to that. There's still nothing new to learn, right? Yeah. You... Yeah, that's the only thing you guys not in the party right now. Okay, let's zoom the map in a little bit. Yeah, I don't know why it has those lines though. It's odd. I don't know why there's a random dead end now. Simpsons Hymn 1 was a... Now, I've always heard that was a funny game. Only it had some light. It might be a little concerning. Think you'd be able to hit those. Yeah, I always thought Simpsons Hymn 1 was a fun game, though. Actually, if I remember correctly, they tried to make a sequel to that, but it didn't get okayed because they considered it too violent. They're like, no, we're not doing that again. Oh, what the hell is that thing? What in the fuck? That's a weird looking creature. I guess might as well. The bats didn't have a lot of HP, so. I need to get somebody to have the elemental thing back on. He's pretty resistant to it. So, Aaron, did you see the PS5 presentation, by the way? Hey, she actually got MP. It's a miracle. Yeah, that's not good. Whoa, what the hell? Gave everyone random status effects.
Waste of time.
Let's see. Actually, I guess poison doesn't kill you outside of combat, I guess. Doing this way. Not so many breakable things around here. It's kind of weird. Only in the game, there's all kinds of trees and rocks and shit to kick and wham into, but it seems like there's lesser and lesser stuff to interact with. There's a lot of new shit in this dungeon. Kind of reminds me of something in Ragnarok, actually. Well, the bats are pretty weak, so I'll go ahead and attack them. probably gonna hurt. Eh, not that bad, but still a bit painful. And they're both gonna counter. Stick your tongue out as they hit you. Bat's gone. Big Ape's still around. Wape Ape. Wape Ape. I think I must have some damn health on him though. Back row's weakening now, so what I think, go ahead, you can stay Shadow. How about throw a heal out there for everyone, and you do that. Oh, that's not good. Please die. That works. They don't really get a good stat increase on that. They could do more. Oof. Like that. Good thing I did that. Probably just do another one. Yeah, I need to get the elemental thing on someone. Just go ahead and cast that again. Wait.
Phew. That was close.
Mac gets 5 now. See what new we got there. So we get Palace. He's physical and magical. Not bad. What if that added any new... Dang, I was hoping that add like a buff type to composite. Boo. Anyway, Minglon horse stuff. Actually, it probably would be actually beneficial to just have a one that way now, so she'd actually have it. So, yeah, she did on that, so now she can get that, and that's what everyone can basically do. What's up with these dead ends? They don't have anything in them. So it looks like that goes into a lower area over there, so I guess fish checking these dead ends and there we go. Finally something. Nothing too amazing though. there's just barely any actable stuff. It's like, what the hell? What the hell?
Better say your prayers.
The bats and that weird thing again. Okay. So I'd say. I just fell. Do that. Get where the bats. See, I was kind of hoping they'd pull the shadow off before then, but didn't really think it was probably going to happen. So 2 of them can finish off all the bats. It was a flop before they even shown it everything. You know how some people just fucking have to say, oh, it's gonna be successful if it's gonna fail instantaneous. So honestly, you know, until it comes out, nobody can really say much aside from just their own estimated guess. I mean, I can understand some people because, you know, a lot of people aren't happy that Sony decided to censor Japan's side of games. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of that either. Like, honestly, if I was Microsoft, I'd be like, okay, we need to get some of these Japanese developers to be like, we're not going to censor you, tell you you can't put your game on a console, we're not going to charge you an extra fee to go through our council. Like, honestly, if I was Microsoft, I would be trying to take advantage of Sony's decision to be like, fuck Japan. A number of visual novels, there's different visual novels, some gameplay screenshots. Different games have had some things censored. Subjective of how much of a big deal it is on a case-by-case and one's own opinion, obviously. But it was weird that... Okay, there's a lot of visual novels that come out in Japan, and they literally only come out in Japan. They were telling them that they had to still be censored, even though they were never going to come out in the West and that. It was a very strange thing for Sony to do as a company that's a Japanese company. But they forced... I remember this one developer who was on his Twitter account just expressing, like, because it was really weird too, because... So this council is English people. There isn't a Japanese council. The council that we evaluates the sexuality thing is in America. So if you're a Japanese developer, you have to submit your game to that council, and in your email and stuff, it has to be in English because they can't read Japanese, which is really weird to do. Like, I don't understand what the idea of... Like, he's just like, I don't know English and I can't talk to these people and stuff, and they want everything formatted and explained to them in English and stuff, and it's just like, that's just very odd. Wait, there was full frontal nudity in Witcher 3? But yeah, they've been censoring, unless you're just talking about boobs, I mean, like around the PS3 generation, they started showing more boobs more openly. But yeah, you know, anime is apparently evil. Huh. That's a little concerning. But yeah, I kind of do consider it kind of offensive to Japanese developers to, like, when they just, because they didn't even, like, give a heads up. They just literally just, oh, by the way, so your game deals with relationships and things and might have some sexuality. You have to pay extra money to go through this council thing in America to be approved to be on our console, on top of going through, you know, the waiting board fees and shit. And that's why, like, the visual novel scene has been, a lot of Japanese games have been shifting focus on the Switch a lot. Because it's just, Sony's just been weird with anime since then. Some games are like, okay, this is okay, but this game, no, this game's bad. And I think it has to do some with popularity too, because it's like, oh, this indie game, oh, fuck that, oh, yeah, I'm not gonna back that. Oh, this game is really popular, we can't fucking tell them no, we want this game on our console, they'll give us some money. So I think there's a attempt to pander to people who for some reason find anime offensive. Is there something over here? Yeah. Ha ha ha. Well, I mean, anytime anyone mentions Witcher 3, I always see like somebody memeing that picture where he's like in the bathtub. So for some reason I was like, sees a pile of bones, full frontal bone nudity. The tragedy of the butcher general. That doesn't sound good. Fresh meat. That looks exactly like the other pal skeleton anyway. But, okay, so it goes up here. Make sure there's nothing over here. But yeah, and then there's been, like, I know in some of the Neptunia games, they've changed a few of the art images and stuff. Like, there's different things they've done to a few different games if they wanted to release for the PS. And then you have oh, what's that game? I got the Switch version from PlayAsia because they heavily took out so much of the content of the game on the PS4. Omega Labyrinth, I think it was called. Like, they removed so much of that game on the PS4 version. Okay, this is that big party again. So, I'm just gonna let them focus on them. But, yeah, I haven't played any of the Witcher games, so I got 1 and 2 on GOG, and I got 3 on PS4, but I haven't played any of them yet. But yeah, I don't like the idea of censoring. Like, when you censor ideas, you're limiting what a developer can do within its mechanics, story, meaning. Like, you're just causing limitations. Like, I totally agree you shouldn't be giving children, obviously, adult material and shit. But that's the parents' discretion to do that. That's their job, not everyone else's. I don't see people like, oh, we need to have DVD players and Blu-ray players not be able to play anything adult. Nor do I see them ever fucking doing anything about their children when when you get those parents that are like, here's an iPad, Timmy. Stop bothering mommy and daddy. Go in the corner and do whatever. Does anyone know if the Playboy issues are back in the Mafia remake? I have no idea.
Taking candy from a baby.
Don't know. See. Probably, I guess, go with the yellow band. Yeah, I don't know. Probably, I wouldn't be amazed if they were gone because of being. But the point is, like, I don't get, like, Tommy Toledo was making that argument with, oh, what was that one guy, not Tipstore, there was another guy, not Witch either, it was the guy who did an interview after the interview with Witch. You know, he's like, Nintendo needs to censor these adult games on their system. It's like, no, like, the parents need to fucking know what the fuck they're letting their children access. I mean... You make it sound like it's like, yeah, to hunt for in the woods. This is a straight path, so what about the path that shows down below, though? Just here. But yeah, I mean, I understand people being upset about what Sony's been doing to the Japanese side of games. I honestly understand why a lot of people are upset, because I agree. But I don't think you should be, like, so... Like, sadly, it's their decision. Like, if they want to commit suicide to the console to, like, a huge player base chunk. Like, I know a guy in the Play Asia Discord that he basically almost refuses to buy PS4 versions of anything now, because he just doesn't feel like Sony deserves it, what they did to several developers doing that. Sadly, it's kind of all cultures. Like, to my understanding in Europe, like, at least back in the PS2 era days, like, it wasn't that big deal to see a naked body in Europe, but in, like, America, like, for some reason has some weird-ass problem with seeing nudity. Uphill both ways. I don't know why, like Japan is, oddly enough, exactly the opposite of America. They overreact to violence, but don't usually really care much about sexuality. Well, in America, we don't really care too much about violence, but we overreact to, the society overreacts to the sexuality. Yes, in the snow. I don't know. I remember there was like some sim game on the PS2 in Europe that actually featured like a lot of nudity in it. Quick, grab the firefly. But I don't know. I'm not sure how Europe is, considering the age of SJWs cranked up. I'm not sure how Europe is with nudity now. But back in the day, I always heard nudity in Europe wasn't that big of a deal either. They kind of waned a little more on being more concerned about violence in those days, but I don't know about nowadays that. But yeah, Japan really freaks out about violence. You don't usually get to hear it as much on our end of the world because, you know, we get the uncensored versions of those, like Dead Rising. All the Resident Evil games do not have decapitation in the Japanese versions. Dead Rising, you couldn't kill the survivors in their versions. Let's see if I remember what is that? Dying Light. Dying Light had a lot of controversy in Japan because it got a patch or something that censored it more, and then later they uncensored it and stuff. Now, something new that Japan's been doing with like Resident Evil 7 is having two versions. One that has the censorship, and then one that's basically the equivalent of kind of adult waiting. I think it's called the Z waiting. The Z, I think. Where it's like really mature adult waiting. It's the highest waiting you can get in Japan. So Resident Evil 7 had two versions, but I think with decapitations, decapitation's like illegal to depict in games. I think in Japan, I think. Wait, you got any better ideas about light source? Just capture it. Oh no, don't tell me about pitfalls. I don't need to be one of those situations. Yeah, all I see is water, so. Oh! Shit. Okay, so going into deep water is poisonous. Yikes. Night vision spell. That's interesting that it lets you go in the water, though. See, that's what I was just thinking about. See, there's a little thing all over there by itself. Got heal. 500 gold, that's it. Eh. I hope there ain't chests that directly in the water. Reminds me of The Walking Dead. No one is upset about scenes of rape, violence, and gore yet. When there's a gay couple, it's an uproar. See, when it comes to like relationship type stuff, oh, I noticed the. When did the fairy go away? The firefly. Did it go away because I was in the water? Did it go away when I took damage? No. Maybe it's on a timer then. Maybe it only sticks around so long. When it comes to like relationships, I'm pretty open. Like, overall, you know, as long as you're not committing crime, murdering people, like, I don't really care too much what you do. Whether you're gay, lesbian, straight, foy, otaku, like, I don't really care much. You know, if you're just being a good citizen, that's what makes you happy, I don't really see a problem. Like, pretty much, my limit would be sadism, human sacrifices kind of things. Like, it's like, no, the line's drawn there, buddy. I think that's got more to do with Christian viewpoints. Everyone knows Violence, rape, and gore are bad, but homosexual relationships are taboo. Yeah. I feel like when it comes to like Christians, Dan is religious, just to know. You know, I feel like, ooh, don't want to go that way. You know, like in the older days, like a lot of Christian people were really fucking hardcore, like no compromises. I do notice there's a walk over there though. I probably have to get to that far one now. But you know, nowadays, like, you have some middle ground with some Christians, but, you know, there will a sect of that will just, like, really hardcore, uncompromising towards other people's particular beliefs. I mean, the way I see it is, like, yeah, I mean, everything has violence in that. That's the sad truth about everything, really. When people want to look at the past of anything, like every religion, culture, country has a history of lots of violence and shit happening. You know, well, we're in a much better time for most countries. You know, there's still some countries that have a bad esqueness, but I mean, for the most part, a lot of things are much better now than... See, I think the media tries to shove security of any kind where it doesn't belong. It's no good, gay, straight, or not. If it doesn't belong, then it hurts your narrative. You know, I don't like the media at all. That shouldn't be a shock to most people who watch me. I mean, I grew up always listening to the media lie about video games, so if they can't even report video games right, why should I be trusting them for other shit? So, I haven't got to go over to the upper left there. Now, I notice there is a loading zone there and there, so let me check the left area. I mean, that's how I view with the whole, like, media, like... If you can't even just get a news story about video games right, why should I be trusting you for any other crap?
Let your guard down, eh?
I still always like making fun of, let's see, it was Fox, if I remember correctly, with, oh, what was it? The BioWare game. Shit, what was it called? What was that game called? Oh, shit. Mass Effect. I remember when Fox did a segment on Mass Effect. They're like, this is the most realistic porn simulator ever. I'm like, that's the most tame porn I've ever seen in my life. You know, maybe it'd be Bill. Since it's not as large of a group. Go nuke the other one. She doesn't have anything else. But yeah, that segment on Fox News was like really stupid. Like, ooh, Mass Effect, realistic porn, man. The sex box, the sex box. That's what they were calling it. Like, what a bunch of shitty clickbait. Oh, that was a long delay on that. Phone delay. Still, that's. But yeah, there's a lot of times, and you know the karma of that whole thing. If you don't know the lady who did that segment for Fox, she advertised a book at the beginning of that. Once all the boomers die off, it'll be a different world. Hopefully. No offense to anyone's parents. I don't know. SJW culture is quickly replacing that with being a crazy ideology itself. I mean, SJWs want to censor and destroy everything. So you got the boomers who are the really strict people based on different religions and things and old ways. Then you got the newer people that want to control everything. Yeah, because in Mass Effect, all you really saw was, like, the butts and lower back, and then they get in a bed and the black screens. Man, that was the greatest realistic porn ever, wasn't it? Man, I don't think I've ever seen porn so realistic ever, man. Ooh, he just got petrified on a lot of people. Should be dying here. Yeah, there we go.
Nature to lose.
Well, that's not to obviously say all old people are bad. Just like all young people aren't bad. It's just there's stupid, bad people in all age groups and that. I mean, obviously you get more of the stubborn, religious type people in the older group, and then you got a lot of the younger people who want to be very controlling. But honestly, that's why I'm just really sick of society in general. Just like everyone's just losing their minds. To me. Like, we're to the point where we can't sit down and have a sensible conversation. I mean, look, we're all three completely different ideologies. Like, Watorn's a gay couple. Dan's a religious person, and I'm just kind of a middle of the road person. We're sitting here having a... Oh, that's a jump. Oh, okay, to the platform. You know, we're sitting here having a perfectly simple conversation. I don't know why... Can't hit those walks or anything. I don't understand why people can't just sit down and have a simple little conversation with each other anymore these days. Everyone always has to be like, attack, attack, attack. They're not part of my ideology. They must be my foes. Now, I see a chest up there, but how... Maybe there's like a second floor we go to and we have to fall down? Because it won't let him go up that. Even though he's able to go up that one. I don't know. I just wish people were able to just sit down and talk to each other anymore. It's just sickening to see how the world... There's like a little path over here. Nothing. The best attack on censorship came from D7 when Al Gore questioned him about his song lyrics. He said, "Your wife was looking for BDSM messages and she heard what she, I'm assuming, wanted to hear, not waved to hear." No, I'm not calling you stubborn. When did I say you're stubborn? I just said you're a religious person. I didn't say you were stubborn. I said you were religious. What is silver with this? It's something that's almost non-existent in our generation. Which is a real sad thing, to be honest. How do I do just big flail on them? Oh, was that a serious question? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were just, thought you meant it as a joke. Well, do you mind if I ask you, where do you live, Latorn? See, I get a lot of different people from all over the world. I got a lot of people who are, like, in European territories of that, so... let's do a big... She got some big multi-heal for 40. That's really expensive. When I was talking about old people. Unless you're really old, are you old? I was just talking about old people. Ow. Rest in peace. And Kind doesn't even get the heal. Whip. Oh shit, that hole. Mississippi, huh? I live in Missouri. Probably should have you attack the back thing. We need to get... Actually, probably, use a big heal. Still alive? There we go. Got out of the way. Ooh, man, that is a big heal. But damn, it's 40 damn MP though.
What a cinch.
You feel, we all feel old, pretty much. I know the feeling. Ooh. Yeah, I just feel like it's crazy how everyone just wants to be so violent about everything. I guess I'm just too much of a pacifist type person, I guess. I mean, I'm not so blind to be like message-wise with like Undertale. One thing I always thought is weird in Undertale is the fact that it just basically treats you like a sinner for defending yourself. Like, I'm not so pacifist to believe that you can avoid conflict. Like, sadly, sometimes it's just something you can't avoid sometimes. That is a sad truth. You can't always avoid conflict, but it doesn't mean you should always encourage it either. Anyway, give her... that should do. I guess what's, oh yeah. Was that dead end? So, guess we'll see what's this way then. My guess is we're gonna go up, and there's gonna be like holes in the ground, is gonna be my guess. So to get that one chest, I'm imagining we have to fall. The Great Hall of Foul Creatures. That doesn't sound very inviting. Oh. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. Oh yeah, I totally think that cop I would say the cop who did it needs punished severely, and then I wouldn't necessarily charge the ones that assisted him the exact same thing. It would depend on if they were following orders, whose orders, like whose orders was it on and that, but they need some type of punishment too. But yeah, when it comes to the riots and the mortaring, like, protesting is fine, and peaceful protesting is definitely good. But the riots, violence, and the mortaring are all bad, in my opinion, or solving nothing. If anything, to me, it just makes you the same level as the officer. If you're committing robbery, mortal, especially mortal. If you killing anyone doing any of this shit, you are no better than that officer, and you deserve the exact same punishment. Like in St. Louis, there was an officer who got murdered for trying to help. It's just really sad. Now, all he was doing was trying to help the neighborhood, and he got killed for like a TV or something. I did end down this way. It was this way. Cut down inflicts damage to an enemy front row and reduces their GC. That could be useful. Well, if they were following orders, you could argue, like, it's like if your boss tells you to do something at work. I'm not saying that it excuses the fact that they were essentially helping in the sad death of this person, but the guy who was obvious, like the guy who had his knee on his neck, he should be punished. But I'm saying the people holding him down obviously didn't have the, like, you know, when people resisting arrest, you know, tackling a person's different. They didn't have their knees on his neck, so while they were holding him down, they weren't the one crushing his neck. So, while I still think they need punished too, depending on, like, what the situation was with them, because I don't know the command chain, like, who was the superior of the situation? Who was the higher rank person who was giving orders of the situation? Subjectively, based on that, I don't think they deserve the same exact sentence that he gets, depending on that. But yeah, the guy with his knee on his throat, he needs to go to jail. Like, officers are supposed to be helping society, not making it worse. So, any officer who does brutality like that, like, basically, unless the person's murdering people, like, they're murdering or harming other people, you should not be doing that kind of shit to somebody. Like, and the thing is, it was over, what, a counterfeit 20? Now, I understand the guy apparently had criminal shit he did in the past, and some people are trying to use that as justification that what's it matter, like, people can change. Like, I don't know the guy, so I'm not gonna sit here and just pretend I know him or something. Like, I don't know if he was a good or bad person, but that doesn't matter. The situation, he wasn't hurting anyone. That's the only time I feel like police should be violent, is because obviously if they're shooting people or shit, they need to do something to stop it. If they can't get to work peacefully, sadly, sometimes they have to resort to violence. But, I mean, it's over a fucking fake $20 bill. Like, it's like, what the fuck? A fake $20 bill they didn't even know whether he even was aware of. I mean, the sad truth is you could get counterfeit money from any store and not even ever know you had it or spent it. I mean, I wouldn't just be surprised if throughout our lives one of us have had counterfeit money in our possession and spent it somewhere. That's not an impossible situation. If my boss tells me to do something, oh yeah. Don't get me wrong, Dan. I'm not saying you should blindly listen to your boss. I'm not saying that at all either. I'm just saying, like, I don't know those people. I don't know what they'll chain of command or how that worked, because the video obviously doesn't show that part. Okay, so I'm on the little island thing. That's not where I want to be. I need to be at the other chest. Sadly, you can't really match up these maps, so sadly that's kind of a shitty situation for trying to get that one chest. But yeah, I don't feel like I think the two biggest problems when it comes to police brutality is that a lot of the public is lenient on it. Like, if you look at court cases where police brutality cases happen, a lot of times, like, juries and that give more mercy to them. And I'm not going to lie and be telling, like, oh, being an officer is easy. Like, I wouldn't want to be an officer, to be honest. You have to make quick decisions, on the fly reactions to avoid really terrible things happening. And it can be tricky, you know? Like, there's been sad cases of deaths and shit. Like, I remember several years ago, somebody, back when the Nintendo Wii was still hot, like, they had, like, one of those plastic, no, actually, it was just a controller, actually, now I think about it. I don't think it was in one of those plastic mold things. I think it was just the Wii remote. And, they will, if I remember correctly, they were coming to do a warrant for the person who got shot's father, I believe. But he came to the door after it was knocked, and they shot him thinking the Wii remote was a gun. And, obviously that was not good. And if I remember correctly, it was a female officer, and she was, like, crying after they realized it wasn't a gun. You know, it sounds like you're saying priest brutality. I said police, not priest. Priest brutality. You will believe in the Holy Bible. You will believe in the Holy Bible. But, one of the problems a lot of people don't really realize is policemen who get away with brutality, even though if they're, like, dismissed from the force, they can go to, like, another state and get hired as a policeman again. Like, if you get kicked out for police brutality, you should not be able to be a policeman, or security for that matter, for the rest of the country. Like, you should not be able to be a policeman. Unless you go through, like, some court thing to, like, be like, I was wrongly accused and I want, Like, I could understand having a system for that, but I mean, like, but overall, if you get kicked out and you don't get, like, proven that you were wronged or something, like, you need kicked out, not ever allowed back in any police force. You need to go bye-bye. And that's assuming you don't go to jail. Which I definitely think the guy who had his knee on his throat needs to go to jail. Though I'm kind of fearful of how they're doing his court case. Because you have 3 degrees of mortal, first, second, third. And they want to get a 1st degree mortal, which, if they get that, they could actually be sabotaging themselves. Because, 2nd degree mortal is kind of a gray area, where 3rd degree mortal is, well, you didn't have the intention to kill someone, but you either blatantly, unsafely, or wielded power unsafely, and ended up having someone killed. And then 1st degree mortal is where you had every attempt, planned and everything, to murder someone. And unless they can find something that actually proves that he had every attempt to kill him, if they get that if they try to charge him for that, they could sabotage themselves and actually end up giving him a ticket out of it, which obviously isn't good for anyone. He should go to jail. He shouldn't be getting a free ticket that way. So they got pushed to a 2nd degree mortal, which they could still get that trial, because 2nd degree mortal is kind of a gray middle spot kind of charge. But if they really push for the 1st degree, they could be giving the jury a decision to let him go instead. That's very concerning to me, because he, like I said, he should be going to jail. Like, they should not be giving a jury a reason to be like, well, as far as we can see, there was not an actual intent on wanting to murder him. They were just being very brutal. That hurts. Oh no. Ugh. Goodbye, man. I tell you, they hit hard. Oh, that's not good. Wait. Okay, so if she dies, the other one doesn't get the counter towards someone else. That sucked. Ow. Ow, ow, and ow. That's one. Everyone should be good. Oof. Damn, they hit hard, I tell you. Very good, Ming's back. That is an interesting thing to keep in mind with the Immortals. That they can just auto-revive themselves. Not gonna need that. Ooh, that was a little close.
Phew. That was a close one.
See, we're not even getting that much EXP off these enemies here at all. Okay. You're still wanting a good bit of that. I don't have anything you haven't won yet. The only thing is on Kime. See, you just got the pale eyes. So Ming got a good chunk of a lot of these won now. I guess go ahead with that, I guess. See, I'm wondering if I should bring Kime's wife in now. See, the shitty thing is if I bring her in, there's only one mortal in the party. And like I said, the mortal has to be in the party for them to learn anything. So, it does cause a bit of a conundrum, though. Okay, you're still learning that. And you finished your spirit. You're still learning it. Go ahead, use. She good. Okay. That looks like a no hole there. See, the question is finding out the hole that goes though, because there's no way to line up the maps. Plus, we don't even know what angle we're looking at. So we were like on the far right of that one map. I didn't mean hit the mic there. So, I don't know if the holes are going to work quite accurately or not, because we don't really have any way to really line them up. Let them attack. Attack them a bit. In the air with the ow. Out of there. Nope, he's not out. Okay, I want them to. No, I want you. Ah. Get him. Oh, this ain't good. Goodbye, Kime. Oof. Damn, fucker like wiped everyone out. Shit. Oh no, he's gonna do the random shit.
Okay.
Okay, he got the weakened thing. Does it affect magic? Yes, it does.
Okay.
That sucks. Time's back.
Thanks.
Sorry about that.
You're good. Set's back. And our front low back. Please finish off this thing.
Well,
Damn, that thing's prism spell really fucking hurts. Like, sheesh. Well, let's see where it takes me. So the other one was on the far right. So if it's being accurate, actually I think I was followed to the right. I think it was over near that chest from the other hole, wasn't I? No, actually at this point, okay, she's wearing it at the moment. I think I'll won from some of the fights since we're gonna have to, if I want to get that one chest, because we don't want to sit here watching a bazillion random fights doing pit syndrome here. When did Persona 2 start invading this game? Though to be fair, pit syndrome wasn't as bad in Eternal Punishment so far. Oh, but that cave in Innocent Sin. Oh boy. That was a hellhole. So, let's see. Just a straight away. I have wind here, though. Oh, the wind blows the fairy away. Let's see. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. Pretty weird cave, though.
Let your guard down, eh? Maybe next time.
It's doing a curve. No window here. Get here. I'm assuming it's just, yeah, just a stronger version. Nothing wrong with that. You know, it's gonna be weird if you find someone who sells spiritual magic. Till I find the white hole for this chest, I might as well just run, because I'm just gonna have to keep running back and forth. And that's just gonna prolong the dungeon more. No. sure there's probably a lot of holes down there. Yeah, see, I can see one right there. That's a loading screen. All I gotta say is that chest better have something good in it. That's all I can really say.
Forgive me.
Why is it like, can I climb up these? Oh no, another place to fall down on? Well, we have to find one. So that's going further down. That goes up a path. I just hate pitfall dungeons and random battle-esque situations. No, flee, flee.
Ew, you're disgusting!
Pitfall dungeons work so much better when you can actually see the enemy. See, it's some dead end down this way, so. Just item. Oh, yeah, I see. Okay, so that's not another place I have to worry about then. Okay, well, there was a hole over there. Oh, there's a lot of holes. Oh, I can't go down on that one. Let's see how close we are to it. And bingo! Well, let's see. I bet it'll be like really good or something. Soul medicine. A golden color medicine that restores. Okay, yeah, that's not as bad, but I was kind of hoping for more magic. Don't know about that those walks over there yet either. Long torn at Albuquerque. Okay, so the only other thing we don't know about is that there possibly could be a hole to fall down that gets behind that, maybe, or it could be just the alternate path. Either way, gotta get all the way back where we were again. Yeah, I was kind of either hoping for equipment or a new spell, so a bit disappointing. At least it wasn't the absolute garbage item, at least, but still could have been better. Okay. Give me this. Don't go through the wind. Actually, yeah, there was a side path. Come on, catch up. We went through the hill. Oh shit. Hopefully we're near the end of this dungeon, hopefully though. GGGABEA. Oh wait, no. Wrong way. Wait, where the fuck was it? Like somewhere on the damn wall. What I'm kind of curious of is what we're going to like see at the end of this, though. Because they're making it pretty clear there's something like controlling or affecting the mobs here. Because apparently they're not really supposed to be fighting us. Of course, you know, when you see weird, demented sorcerers in here, I would say that would be always suspicious. I'm surprised they're not using the ghost armor in here, actually, though. Probably would be kind of fitting. Oh. I'm just gonna flee again until we get back to where we are.
Ew, you're disgusting!
I think we've kind of all seen enough of this damn cave at this point. We'll get to the big open area. Okay. Oh, do you see that? I didn't even notice that. There's a ground texture that vanishes as you get close to it. Well, you cheap fuckers. I can't go through that, I'll lose the fairy. I didn't even realize that. Cheap little bastards. Okay, so we only went through that way, that's so. You just curved around. So. Save point. Would be a little concerning.
Let's take him now.
We're gonna have one again.
Ew.
Get a little ground caught up here since we ran through that a few times. What how much we got right now anyway? Ooh, almost 30,000. Should be pretty good on whatever the next armor upgrade is. Ooh, chest. Hopefully that's the end of this dungeon. I would imagine there'll still be a boss fight, I would think, though. Goodbye, Firefly. It died in the wall. But we still don't know about that did in with the walks, though. GGGAAEA. So she has A in casting, so she might be pretty fashioned. Random dead end for no reason. Apparently. Yeah, there's just hardly anything interactive in this place. And there's those ruined structural whatever the hell that is. Oh, something to finally mash. And that's probably gonna trigger a boss. Who dares enter my domain? Hell.
I hear something. There's something there. They're coming!
No way! You can't be serious!
Now this is more like it.
There's only one way out. We have to go through them.
So it looks like we're actually having incidents of where they're going to be fighting around. Running around. They actually... Well, let's try one. Because we're probably not going to be able to explore this that easily, so we'll likely have to fight most of them.
I'm always ready.
So what we got? Comes in a group of 4. What do they have? Sharp beaks. Bit stronger. Let's try it. Then go ahead. Sound everyone and I do that. So the combo doesn't do the wing thing. Seem to be completely physical based, so that works. Hey, hey, hey! These are my grandkids. It's only got some health on them, that's for sure. Poison off, yeah. They really don't like cook. don't like Odyssey. That'll be enough to finish him off. Good. So yeah, they definitely put up still a decent fight.
That seemed like a needless battle.
And they hardly gave any EXP. Like, thanks. Okay, so definitely a little bit of a pain. Am I gonna be able to run by him? Door there. Let's go to the path over here. And why is there a red arrow? Ooh. There's like some super strong one right there. That's a little concerning, considering the green ones are not necessarily hard, but you can't just spam attack on them either. Go ahead and... Go ahead and do Prism. I wonder if that 15's a little much to test it out. Need to give the... I really need to see what element they are. Ooh, they're holding my front low a lot. Go ahead. And it was not enough to take him out. See if that'll finish the force one off. Oh good, that finished both. That's really good, so should be able to should die. There we go. Should die after this. I don't know if I want to fight the red one, but that red one is clearly running through a secret path. Ooh, lots of things learned. just need a few of these. Okay. Got that. Nothing else though. Go ahead and... Okay. She's still wanting that. That, you got that. So now we're just back to bum. Still good on MP on them. That looks like a path there. That goes back. Front there. Double checking this middle path. I don't think there's anything here now. I was trying to do a U-turn around him, but well, I guess let's fight this red one and see what's hidden up there, because, well, you would think something will be up there, so. Let's see, what do I have at the... Hill Prism wouldn't probably do much, to be honest. They're all in the front row, so that one ain't gonna matter much. So, do Prism. Yeah, actually, it might be a better idea to just, keep forgetting to equip somebody with the elemental, the thing that shows me their elements. They really don't like her today. Even once bail you up, it's still hard.
Dark power of
No! Well, at least they're not both misses. Ooh, it lived that time. Fish off. There we go. Wish it didn't take 2 turns for to cast it. I'll go ahead. Yeah, maybe it was a waste to do that then. Kime, stop missing. I'd say it's a waste to finish casting it. Oh, I didn't mean to. I was gonna cancel it. Oh well, it's fine. Done. Get healed up. Fight this weird one. See what this thing does.
Rhyme or reason to battle.
Damn it! Where are these guys coming from?
Oh, for a second I was gonna be like, why is it loading the menu?
They're not a problem to take down, but this is just getting ridiculous.
The leader has to be in there somewhere. That's the one we go for.
Oh, so that would be why the ones win. Oh, so I can't actually... Oh, no! I was literally right by it, you best! Ah. Why the fuck would you do that to me, game? Give me each one. How mean. Okay. Now he's running away. Oh fuck, did we spawn? Give me the red one. I barely got it.
Let your guard down, eh?
Nope. Fucking the green one got me. Now, I don't know if you can run away from these. You can try. I doubt it though. Ow, that fucking hurt.
Maybe next time.
Oh, you can't. Okay. Anyway, that red one better be right there. Oh!
Don't let him get away.
Oh, don't tell me it runs away. Ooh, this one has different ones. Solvent. Ooh, it has a seed slot. Ooh, I definitely want to try and get that. Okay, no. Front. It is in the back. I don't think that's good. One.
Check it out.
Now go ahead and do that. What? He petrifies? That's kind of weird. I gotta get hold on petrified. Probably want to do a big heal. Don't have anything, so. What we got? Is there not like an item for Terror Petrified? There we go. I was gonna be like, is there not an item for it? I'm like, what? Might. Well, I really want to try and get that stolen now. I'm gonna do Prism again. And then you do a big heal.
Okay.
And that's really weak damage. I mean, I guess it works out because they're not attacking me while they're doing that, but... No, you son of a bitch!
Okay.
I'm back.
I'll have Mac join in some of the healing here, but that is really painful. I mean, that's almost the majority of times fucking hell. Yes, I got. Okay. Let's get wall up. Let's see. There's no fucking kill hole. They're gonna get all their fucking Torns first. Yeah. Well, yeah, 3 of them are gonna attack him. It's all about which one he attacks. And of course it's good. Holy fucking hell. Oh, that doesn't add to the... Oh wait, I was looking at the enemy one when that happened. Ah, fuck. Bitch. See, now I have the problem of trying to get fucking people back up.
Okay.
I'm back. Okay. I'm not done yet.
Yeah, I just gotta worry about the last one attacks. Oh. Oof. Well, at least it wasn't the major heals. Problem is, they're faster than them. So, I think it's off to plan B then. I'm going to do then, because of that. What else? They still have, yeah, a bunch of them died, so... I'm going to make whole, let's see... Go ahead and do that for Ming, so that way... She don't have the one, she don't get the skill equipped, damn it! He cooked.
Away!
Okay, I can go with that. So I should be able to get the heal off now.
Okay.
I like how she stuck her tongue out though. Okay. Let's see. Slow one. Do that just to help out on it. I want to do a big one on everyone.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
That's still going to go before.
Listen.
I hate to say it, but I think we're screwed. I think we're gonna have to come back into this fight with a second plan. If they see, good,
Okay.
she's gonna go before them. Okay, we might have a recovery heal. Then absolutely
I'm not
brutally
done.
mortal.
Away!
Fucking haunts.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay, I definitely need the wall building thing again. I need to get the ability that lets me build my wall back up. Because they're decimating my back low because they're being so low now.
Let's go!
The thing is, I don't when Nimble. Right. Would have been better for that to be. Guess at least it was on a magic user. So I don't remember if I had her with the. Does that show? No, it doesn't show him. Could change that though. That's the recovery. See, I don't remember if she has the one thing equipped in. Fine. I think I had it on her.
Okay.
I'm not done yet.
No, she didn't have it on her. Yeah, I need to. Oh fuck! It's actually dead. Now I would assume that will pheromone another one. I would imagine. So until she pheromones another one, I need to take advantage of getting everyone up because their attacks are weak before the pheromone. Yeah, see. Man, they really want to take Mac out. Oh no. Okay, yeah, it does build a wall, so not a whole lot though. Okay, so it continuously summons enemies, so it's actually pointless to it is in the back row, right? Yeah. Oh, that's just... So it's probably gonna pheromone this next part. So I want to steal the seed and fucking kill it as soon as possible. All the other foes don't matter, really. Now that does make me wonder if they're susceptible, maybe, then, to like sleep and such. I might want to test that out before this goes south. They'll win another one. Probably going to summon... Yeah, it had some defense. Deal. She's casting that right now, so get this up. See that? Hopefully she'll be faster. That thing has some defense on it. So she just replaces everything.
Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much dead here. Basically, all I really want to see is if I can... Actually, she has multi-hitting stuff. I want to see if they're susceptible to anything specifically. That's... So... You can do... So if you hit cancel, it actually will keep it canceled. That's kind of shitty. I want to see if sleep or paralyze works on any of them. Because if you can disable them... It would make sense if you'd be able to, too. Miss. Miss. If you can't, then that's gonna cause a bit of a problem. And Oh, and it ran away. So it can run away. That's shitty too. Oh, and nothing seems to really be sticking in that front. Now, I would hope the damage you deal to it stays with it, I would hope, or that would make the fight even more annoying too. Damn. Okay, so you have to kill the wet one. So,